on your 2016 to 2020 Kia Sorento, you come out and your door just doesn't close anymore, or you also get that noise there. The corporate is this bad boy here, and I'm going to show you guys how to replace it. If you don't replace this in time, what'll end up happening is, see, like right now it closed, but if it gets jammed up in there, you'll never get it open. You'll have to take it to a body shop, and they'll either have to tear into this or tear it in from the outside to actually replace that piece. So let's save you guys money, and we can do this in about 5 minutes. So in order to replace that, this piece here, or the latch, you have to remove this entire trim. So I'm going to show you the tools needed and also the way to remove it step by step. That way it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Yeah, let's proceed to do this bad boy. So you'll need a flat screwdriver, a Phillips. I like to use a 1/4 inch drive and a 3/8 drive. You'll need a 10, a 12. I've got both 1/4 inch and 3/8. You'll need a trim removal tool, and then I've also got an accessory of other trim removal tools because we're working with plastic. This one here is generally if you've got metal, but you know, it works the same as far as taking plastic trim pieces off of metal. These is just so we won't scratch none of the panels. So let's proceed. So first we're gonna use one of our trim tools here. We're gonna jam it against this piece here. So just put some pressure. Don't worry, it's plastic, it's a newer vehicle, it will not break. There we go, set this aside. Then we will use our Phillips. It has one screw here and it has another screw there. We're going to remove those. If you got a drill or a power screwdriver, more power to you. I just do this because I assume some of you guys don't have the tools and I just want to do it as simple as possible. We'll take that one there. Then you're going to pull on this one. There we go. You're going to pull on that and then pull up for this one here. There's another screw there, also a Phillips. And I'm sorry guys, my neighbor decided to cut the grass, so you'll hear the lawnmower or the weed whacker in the background, but you know, we'll proceed on this one here. Pull down and then twist. And then it has this Phillips here. We're gonna do that one there. So then we have this plastic screw here. It's also a Phillips. It's plastic, it's a trim piece. So what you do is you actually twist it without putting any pressure on it. As you see, it's starting to come out. So once you have a grip on it, just pull on it. The next thing we want to do is remove this handle here. And this is where your flat screwdriver comes in, or you could use a trim piece. You put it in there and you pop it open. Then you do this one here, same thing. That's where a 10mm comes in handy, or that's where we'll use it. Loosen that one up, loosen this one up. The screws will probably stay with the handle, and they do. So just put that aside. The next thing we want to do is take our trim tool and we're going to jam it in here. Lift it up with your finger a little bit, and now this is going to be easy. Just trim it like this, just follow it like that. Just hold it, put it aside. So So the next thing we want to do is we will remove these. These are 12 millimeters, and we'll remove that next. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna push down on this tab up here, push down on it, this comes off, and now we're going to remove this. This is where that 3/8 or that 12 millimeter comes in. You can either use a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna take that one off. I'll take that one off. On these right here, it doesn't have any adjustments, so you're basically just gonna put it in. No adjustment needed. So we already took that other plug out, and then this is going to go inward this way. So on this particular one, it's a manual lift gate, and this is a part number right here. If you've got an electronic lift gate, it's the same part number, with the exception that it's a 5100, not a 5000. The easiest way to tell if you have a manual or an electronic lift gate is whether you have this blackout tab here or if you have an actual button. So if you don't have the button, it's this one right here. If you do, it's the 5100. So then we're gonna take our brand new part out. And since I got it from the dealership, obviously we know they're the same. These are the manual ones. Then we're gonna put it up here. And remember, just like when you took it off, and if you want to, you can even hook it up here. Click. Then you pull it in through here, and you will start your screws. Remember, this one doesn't have an adjustment. It's already factory preset. You're gonna put that in there, in here. And these do have a torque. I'm just gonna hand tighten them, and then you just snug them in, and this is done. So now that this is in there tight, we're going to test it out before we put all the plastic back together. All right, that's what we want to see. So now we're gonna start putting it back together. So the way we're gonna do that is by placing this big piece back on. So you're basically going to align all these little tabs here to all these little holes here. So we're gonna put this one on here first. Okay, so remember, we took that little screw out of there, plastic one. So the way that works is it's outside, so you can push these in. So we're gonna push that one in there, and then basically push that plastic screw back inside. We are now going to tighten this one back up. So just to save time on the video, I'm going to leave that loose for now, but I'm going to show you how to put that trim over there on that side first. So now we're going to put this screw back in here. Okay, just snug. Then we're going to put this other piece, trim piece here. Just remember to align these to these holes. If you align those to those holes, it goes a lot easier, a lot faster. If not, you'll be trying to figure out how to put it on. Snap it in there, snap that in there. And then we have this screw right there. We're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to align these tabs to those, but I gotta put that screw on there first. Snug it. Align these to these holes. Snap, snap, snap. Then we're going to put this screw right here. Snug. And then finally this trim piece goes back on. So I also tightened up this right here. So this is nice and snug. And we're going to put these covers back on. That one goes there. That one goes there. And you guys are basically done. So if you guys like these type of videos, please like and subscribe.